In 1843, Charles Dickens wrote a novella that has stood the test of time like no other. A Christmas Carol has become a staple of the festive holiday, with over 50 adaptations, parodies and pastiches in film and television, each with their own interpretation of the sneering old grump. Here are 10 of the best.
Jacob Marley? No, that can't be. Wow!
When Disney decided to do an adaptation of Dickens' novel, who else could play the role? He's named after the character, for crying out loud. This anthropomorphic duck that loves to swim in a vault of gold stands out as the only animated character in this list to take on the role.
Have there no refuge, no resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
What of Tiny Tim? Will he live?
He'd be better to die and decrease the surplus population.
You mock me with my own words.
Who are you to decide who shall live and who shall die?
The first musical adaptation on this list was based on a stage version that came out 10 years earlier. Starring Frasier himself, Kelsey Grammer hams it up for this Scrooge and all the better for it. After all, over the years, Scrooge has become a bit of a caricature. On a side note, very good visual effects for a TV movie.
Alright, so this is about tradition.
That's right. That's right.
The magic of Christmas.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'd get on quick if I was you and write a letter to Santa.
For this modern take, EastEnders hardman Ross Kemp was chosen to play the loan shark Eddie Scrooge. Kemp obviously had the fear-inducing look and was deliciously evil, terrorising his local estate, but made the transformation into a better man a gradual thing, rather than waking up a changed man.
Oh, some British beef. That could be mighty upsetting to the stomach. There's more gravy than grave about you, Jacob.
Better known as Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise, or Professor X for all you X-Men fans, Patrick Stewart takes on the role in this darker version. With his theatrical background, he had the perfect booming voice to portray a frightening Scrooge.
I hate people. I hate people.
A musical adaptation, it's the only live-action version of the story to be nominated for Oscars, only 34 at the time. Albert Finney even won the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Musical Comedy in 1971, playing Scrooge as his younger self as well as the grumpy old miser.
Coal burns. Coal is momentary and coal is costly. There will be no more coal burnt in this office today. Is that quite clear, Mr. Cratchit? Yes, sir.
Considered one of the closest adaptations, one of America's finest actors took on the role in this UK-US collaboration. With his ability to fill a room with his presence and deep voice, George C. Scott's Scrooge was incredibly intimidating and earned him an Emmy nomination. Also, kudos for the clear but understated English accent.
It's all still a house.
Despite using Robert Zemeckis' much favoured motion capture, something tells me from his previous track record Jim Carrey could have played this without any technical assistance. The voice he puts on is one of my personal favourites, finding an interesting balance between devilish and witch-like.
Leave me alone, I know this one.
Everybody knows this one. Let's go now.
Yeah, does everybody know this one here?
Oh, Frank, we're fighting again. Let's not fight anymore.
The man with humour so dry you could use it to mop up spilt milk, Bill Murray is perfection in this modern-day take on the tale. He hits all the right notes, playing a despicable, heartless snake, but it's in the final act when he realises the error of his ways where Murray actually creates real emotion and the redemption is believable.
Our pens have turned to inksicles. Our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly
Unemployed!
This is my island in the sun.
If you weren't expecting this one on the list, where have you been for the past 30 years? For the Muppets' unusually faithful adaptation, they chose one of Britain's finest actors to portray the miserable old Christmas hater. Michael Caine even sings in it, pretty well too. Who'd have thought it?
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Since you ask me what I wish, sir, that is my answer. I help to support the establishments I have mentioned. Those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and some would rather die.
If they would rather die, they'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
The earliest one everybody remembers, Alistair Sim created the Scrooge mould that we've seen in most performances since. He was so good in fact that he played the character a second time, providing the voice for an animated version 20 years later. So there we have it, 10 of the best portrayals of Ebenezer Scrooge. Do you agree with our list, or are there any Scrooges you think we missed? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.